Real quick, this is episode 1 of our free day trading course on how to be a profitable day trader in 2025. Obviously, because it's a beginner course, we're going to be going into the basics a little bit in this video, learning how to read a candle and, basically how to look at a chart and what everything means on the chart. Keep an eye out for our future videos on this series on how to be a profitable day trader. First of all, we're going to start off by looking at this chart that I got off Google and just basically going into detail about what everything means on the candlestick, right? So on a up candlestick, well, a buy candlestick, bullish candlestick, all the same things. Start off just by identifying the bodies and the wicks on each candle, right? So this solid area right here on each candle is the body. These 2 points on top of each candle are both wicks, okay? We'll go into detail about what both of those things mean, but basically on each time frame, which we'll also get into detail on, when this candle opens, right here at the open, on the buy candle, it's going to be on the bottom part of the body, all right? The reason it's doing this is because price opens at the bottom part, and because it's going up, it's going to be closing higher than it opened, right? And this is exactly what happened here. What the wicks do is show where price went at some point within that time frame, right? So on this buy candle, at some point within this time frame, price pushed down to this low and up to this high, right? So imagine price opened here, pushed all the way down to here, all the way up to here, and then would have closed right here, right? Now on the down candle, the sell candle, it's the exact same thing, but the body is backwards, right? Because if you think about it logically, price is going to open higher, close lower, right? So it's going to open at the top point of this body, close at the top point of this body. And basically, the only thing these two things mean is, say you're on the top 5-minute time frame, again, which we'll go into detail on. Within that 5-minute time frame, price opened at one point, and then 5 minutes later, when that candle closes, it closed at a second point. Getting into the chart view to make this make a little more sense and also go over the time frames that I was talking about. These numbers and everything up in this area are the time frames. Now, the biggest thing you're going to need to understand is no matter what time frame you're on, the 30-minute, the 1 hour, the 5-minute, or even the 1 minute, all of this is all of the same data, just presented to you differently, right? So what the 5-minute time frame means is one of these candles is 5 minutes worth of time in the market, all right? And again, it's the same exact thing. This on a 30-minute time frame, this means one of these candles is 30 minutes in the market, all right? Now, in order to get to these prices and everything on TradingView, if you're a beginner, you're going to need to click on this drop down menu and go to each of these time frames right here, right? This is every single time frame that you can get to. In order to get them just saved up here, I get asked all the time, is you just have to click these stars. It's really simple. I don't know why they don't do it off default, but that's just how it is, all right? Now, taking what we learned from this chart and looking at it in the actual markets to kind of restructure it and give you real examples on how this works. This was actually the chart from a little bit earlier today. And so basically we'll take a look at these two candles right here, all right? This is a decent example. Obviously this is a down candle, a sell candle. This is an up candle, a buy candle. And if we go back, we just look at this chart. I'll even leave this link in the description so you can come back to it. But basically, if we're looking at this as the sell candle, we can identify that this point right here is where the candle opened. This point right here is where the candle closed within the 5 minutes, again, because we're on the 5-minute time frame, all right? And then we can see, if we come back and look, this wick is down here. It says this is the lowest point that price went within this 5 minutes. And then there is a wick here. It's very small, but it's still a wick. So that means price was up here the tiniest bit and pushed down. All right. So we can identify the same thing on the buy candle. Again, the only thing that's different is the open and the close. All right. So basically, if we can even go back to the chart, we can see that the bottom part of the body is where we open on a buy candle. The top part of the body is where we close on a buy candle, right? So you can see here, we open here on the bottom part of the body. Within this 5-minute time period, we pushed all the way down here, left this wick right here. So at some point within this 5 minutes, price was in this whole area, pushed back up, price was in this whole area within these 5 minutes, right? And then we ended up closing at the top of this body right here. Basically, we can look at this, the same exact thing, just a different order, a buy and a sell candle, and it'll be exactly the same, right? So again, if you need to look at the chart, it's always going to be here, right? So this was a buy candle. We come back, we look, price opened here. At some point, price pushed all the way down, was in this gap because it left this wick, pushed all the way up to here, and closed at the top of the body. Now there is no top wick, so that means within this 5 minutes, this is the highest point price was within that time frame, right? And then again, just the opposite on the body for the sell candle. Price opened right here at the top, right? Pushed all the way up here because we left this wick. So within this 5 minutes, price had pushed up here and then pushed back down, came down to here, and then came back up and closed right at the bottom of the body. I hope you found this video pretty useful for you, especially as beginner day traders. If you want some more information on how to day trade, again, how to be profitable in 2025, keep an eye out on this channel. We have about 7 more videos going in depth on how we trade and what our strategy is, and also some more resources are in our free Discord. We also live trade there every single day, and you can take our exact trades.